Always got to clear the throat first. Okay, so that's what I was worried about. I can't hear very loud. I don't know if it's a thing. If you guys are having any issues hearing me, let me know. I'm not hearing things as loud as I should. But that's what happens when I do an update. Things get a little wonky. Always happens. Every time there's an update, little things get wonky. I can turn myself up a little bit, but there we go. But if music is too loud or something, let me know. Because I can't tell. All right, guys. So, welcome back to the Doesn't Have to Make Sense channel. I am Shoki, and this is the Friday stream show thing. And I know I said last Friday I wouldn't be here this Friday, but I was wrong. Apparently, how the numbers 1, 2, and 3 work doesn't, really get through my thick skull. Either that or I just was unaware of how many days months have, which actually is generally true. But basically, I thought the 3rd was tonight, and it's tomorrow. So I figured that out, though I did manage to mention it on the Patreon chat on Wednesday. So I think I told Trisha and I think I told Laura, and everyone in between didn't necessarily get to know. There we go. Say what? Okay. So, all right. What was this? Okay, hold on. Okay, hear the background music clear now. Alright, does anyone else chat window been driving me crazy? It's like 3rd week, sounds good, which is the only reason I said yes earlier today. Yep, sorry, Denise. Sorry. We actually had a good time doing trivia night on Wednesday. We went over a couple new trivia formats. One was a 5-round thing with different topics, and then a Jeopardy style one, which was really interesting. Though they got some answers wrong, flat out wrong, but it's funny. All right, I do want to have a sip of my beer. I have not tried this yet. I just opened it. It's called Tree Stars, and it's got a long neck on it. Eating tree stars. Yeah, it's from Martin House. It's a hazy IPA. Let's see, 10% alcohol, pretty heavy for an IPA. Yeah, I'm gonna drink that. All right. Either way, let's go do some roll call right quick. Excuse me. All right, I'm here. Sally was here, but she went to sleep. Tara is here, of course. Good seeing Tara back. Denise at the moment, and Val Prime. So hopefully more people show up. Sorry. That kind of didn't go down the wrong pipe, but I guess I'm sort of choking on it. I don't know. That's weird. Either way, the weather has been crap today. It has been raining all day here. It's probably still raining, realistically. Hopefully it ends sometime soon. Don't want to end up flooding. That would suck ass. So, guys, I do want to go ahead and, like I said, promote the Patreon. So we had 4 Patreon calls this past month because it was actually, it was a 5-week month. So that's how that worked out. By the way, it is now May. I almost forgot about that. Happy May, everybody. Happy May to peoples. Did everybody play their obligatory NSYNC song? Just wondering if anybody did on April 30th. And then, let's see here. What else is going on? Oh, yes. So I did drop a new episode of the Now You Made It Awkward podcast this morning, and we talked about a very, very serious situation in the Buffalo school system where a Buffalo PD SVU detective basically came out and said that the schools have been covering up bad things happening to kids. The schools, or at least the school's legal representation, have been covering up or basically not doing anything right when it comes to doing kids. So we talked about that on the podcast. So if you want to go give that a listen, by all means do so. And then, of course, if you want to watch the actual video where the story was dropped, that is linked in that podcast. Tomorrow morning, I'm actually dropping only the segment where we discuss that topic. So the one that came out this week or today was the full-length episode. Tomorrow will be the hour-long segment where we discuss it. So yeah, if you're remotely interested, I will share that everywhere. If I can see the chat window, then I can't see the whole video. This stinks. Like it doesn't look like that. Your phone is so strange. It's nice and sunny here in California. Well, isn't that nice? Isn't that nice for you, Tara? Well, it was a really nice morning. Like it rained overnight and then the clouds cleared up and it was a really beautiful morning. Like the whole time I was at work, it was beautiful. And then the rain started literally on my way home while there was still sunshine in the sky. And then it's just been like torrential downpour after torrential downpour. And then last night was all lightning and thunder. Excuse me. Even earlier while I was in the shower. Nothing like being in the shower and feeling the thunder from outside. That was crazy. Oh, you're on your laptop. That's even weirder. Your stuff doesn't make any sense at all, Denise. I have no answers for you. None whatsoever. Okay, so let's go over to the main screen and talk about what we are doing this week. So Brandon Lake did drop a new song. I've been waiting for it. Apparently the audio version came out a little while ago, I think, but wanted to make sure that we watch the video for it, and we're going to do our best to not get the stream shut down this week. And apparently it was, in fact, both of those things that I thought it was last week. So it was the one song that we did early on, and then the song that we basically got hung up on. Both caused that problem. Even though, here's the insanity, guys. I want you guys to understand how YouTube copyright system works. We watched Connie Talbot doing a cover of Teddy Swims, right? That cover got us shut down, even though she was effectively playing the music or using like an orchestrated version of the song in the background. She had to take down the original version of that video and then re-upload it again. So basically, Teddy Swims, probably really nice guy. Whoever he goes through is really, really, really horrible with copyrights because they're now going off like bass melody when it comes to copyrights. To let you guys know behind the scenes, you don't even have to be playing the music itself. If the melody gets detected, it's insane. May or may not shut everything down. It may just cause a little blip. It might be just revenue sharing, which is the way the entire system should work. There should be no copyright blocks. There should be no copyright strikes. It should just be revenue sharing. You get some of it because you made content with it, and then they get a portion of it as well because it was their content to begin with. That's the way it should work. Now I'm on my soapbox. Yes, Christine. Hi, Christine. I don't know. Trisha should be here, I would think. I know it started a little bit early, but it is what it is. Okay. So either way, like I said, we're going to do the thing. So we do have new Emily covering an Anne Murray song. That name sounds super familiar. I don't know why. I can't remember who the hell Anne Murray was. You Needed Me is a song. The name Anne Murray sounds very familiar. I just can't think of who she is. Okay, Cypress Fire dropping a new one with Jess Grider. Grider? It looks like Grider. The Best. I don't know if it's a cover or not. It might be. No description. Thanks, Chris. Okay. Then we've got an old one, a very old one from Josh Turner Guitar. Take It Easy. I just wanted to get some Josh Turner guitar in my life today. Just feel like it. Got a couple new groups we're checking out today. We got High Carbon Steel Music doing Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain. So that should be interesting. These three young men here. Got another new artist. These are all just in my suggestions. Jeff Malefert? Malefert? No idea. Save My Soul. Official music video. No idea, but it's a cool looking dog. Alright. And then I completely forgot about the fact that Pete Barber dropped a cover of Zombie featuring Tegan Early, which that name also sounds very familiar. Tegan Early. Canadian artist. Yeah, I got that. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, yes. Dave Moffat dropping a Shania Twain cover from This Moment On. That'd be nice. What's with the dudes covering Shania Twain all of a sudden? Didn't we just do a Shania Twain cover, I think, last week? That was Any Man of Mine, right? Yeah, it was Josh Turner Guitar doing Any Man of Mine. That was last week. What's going on? What are we doing? All right, we got new Matt Mitchell, long video. Had a fake being Southern. Please do not. Just don't. I'd appreciate it. All right, then we're going to do the Brandon Lake song. I'm saving it for the middle of the stream just in case, because that way you have a perfectly good breaking off point to move on if something goes wrong. But it's Daddy's DNA. I heard the teaser when he showed it to Jelly Roll. Sounded amazing, so I've been waiting for it to come out. And we're going to watch the actual video. Really? Okay. Seems like all of a sudden. All right, this one was suggested, not a suggestion, it was in my subscriptions. I just don't remember who Sheridan Brass is, but it was in my subscription feed, so I'm like, hey, what is this? Stuck on You. So we're going to throw that in here. And then wrapping up over here in our kind of rock section, we've got Melodica Bros covering another Ghost song, Lacrima, a dark synth cyberpunk version. That should be very interesting. And then First to 11 doing an acoustic cover of one of my favorite Slipknot songs, Snuff. I'm going to withhold judgment on that one because that's going to be a tough song to do. All right, and then we got Tommy doing Bridge Over Troubled Water. Epic version 1 octave challenge. That'll be crazy. Hold on, I got to do a reset on this one because I had a weird thing happen to me when I first opened up everything earlier. All the videos started auto-playing the second I opened them. I was like, no. It's getting very annoying. Okie dokie. What is Anne Murray known for? Obviously, she's a Canadian singer, songwriter, I assume. But like, what was like one of her big hits? I assume maybe this one, but I don't know. Like I said, the name is familiar. Like I know references of her, but I don't know if I know her at all. Snowbird. Okay. Well, yeah, of course, Christine would know. All right. Snowbird, this one. Okay. I got to stop fiddling with things. Speaking of fiddling with things, I'm going to go ahead and get this out of the way. We got the 0 Fuck 0, the Trophy of Apathy. Funicorn. There we go. Good old Funicorn. Never lets me down. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started here with our good friend Emily. Turn that off. I have no idea where my music levels are going to be. We'll see. Laura, hello! And Nick Domingo popping in. Danny's song. Oh, maybe Danny's song is the one I know of. That definitely sounds familiar. Okay, let's get started with Emily here. I'm adjusting the volume a little bit.
I cried a tear, you wiped it dry. I was confused, you cleared my mind.
That's good.
I sold my soul, you bought it back from me and held me up and gave me dignity. Somehow you needed me. You gave me strength to stand alone again, to face the world out on my own again. You put me high upon a pedestal, so high that I could almost see eternity. You needed me. You needed me.
I'm trying to catch it before that down or in that downbeat. It sounds familiar, but it might just sound like a different song. Yeah, there was a song she did not that long ago. Sounded very similar, but it could just be the same key and everything with the piano. But yeah, like I said, I know of Anne Murray by name, but I can't think. Snowbird, I might know. The other one, what was it? Danny's song, probably the ones I know. Oh, there we go. That's what I wanted to pop. Oh, that felt good. There it was. I felt like something needed to pop, and I was just waiting for it, finally.
And I can't believe it's you. I can't believe it's true. fool, 'cause I finally found someone who really cares. You held my hand when it was cold,
Sorry, I'm playing with my flashlight.
when I was lost. You took me home. You gave me hope when I was at the end, and turned my lies back into truth again. You even called me friend. You gave me strength to stand alone again, to face.
The other thing I'm appreciating here, sorry, I was just enjoying the song, is she's using her lower register. Kind of like that a little bit better, because normally she's like way up here.
The world out on my own again. You put me high.
That's the only reason?
Upon a pedestal, so high that I could almost see eternity. You needed me. 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 You needed me.
I don't have anything to base it off of, but that sounded weird. I haven't had a beer since last Saturday. Nice. That was pretty. That was very pretty. By the way, guys, I didn't want to just toot my own horn, but other than the fact that I was told I need to lose weight as usual, I passed my physical with pretty substantial, colors. Another day we can listen to the actual version. Perhaps on the Patreon, which we'll have another episode on the Patreon coming up next Wednesday. That's 5 in a row, guys, because we missed the first. I didn't get a chance to take the middle of the month off for Patreon because it didn't work out that anybody could make it to the first one of the month. So we had to do 4 back to back in April, and now May the first week of the month, and if we have an extra week, it all goes to full open to all levels of the Patreon, even the freebies. Okay. Either way, that was very pretty. Very pretty there, Emily. I think I forgot to hit the like button. My bad. Cypress Fire. Please, for the love of God, Chris, just upload to Cypress Fire, not your own. He robs his own views. It doesn't make any sense. It's like, how do you get this band's YouTube channel off the ground when you're mostly uploading to your own? I don't get it. All right, so Cypress Fire featuring Jess Grider, whoever that technically is. Let's go.
I call you when I need you, my heart's on fire. You come to me wild and wired. You come to me.
Hey, where's Tyler?
Give me everything I need. Give me a lifetime of promises and a world of dreams. Speak the language of love like you know what it means. And it can't be wrong. Take my heart and make it strong, babe. You're simply the best better than all the rest.
This is the song I thought it was, but I completely didn't recognize it because of the way they're doing it.
Better than anyone I ever met. And I'm stuck on your heart. I hang on every word you say. Tear us apart, babe, I'd rather be dead. In your heart I see the start of every night and every day. In your eyes I get lost, I get washed away. Just as long as I'm here in your arms, ain't no better place. You're simply the best, better than all the rest, better than anyone.
I actually barely hear Chris.
Anyone I ever met, 'cause you're simply the best.
The highs were like really high. I actually had to turn them down for myself. I don't know if it made any difference for you guys. No, what I was getting at is that if you upload the same video to both channels, obviously the channel with more views is going to get, or with more subscribers is going to get more views. But if you're trying to grow something separate, don't rob your own views. Share it over there to get people to go look at it. It makes more sense to do it that way. But if they don't care about that, then it is what it is. You know, that's one reason why I started separating my content. And then even in the early days, before I launched the proper separate channel for the podcast, I mean, I could have left it on my main channel and hoped for the best and got way more views just by default because I have significantly more subscribers and monetization. But it would have been changing the content of my channel, so therefore making things a little bit awkward, so I separated it all. But for like a very short amount of time, I uploaded to both channels, and nobody was watching the new channel. They were only watching the old one. So, yeah, that's the only thing. Only thing. I did not enjoy that cover. Not at all. It hurt my ears. And it's like, it was so radically different from like the actual song. I was just like, didn't dig that. Didn't dig that at all. Also, no Tyler. Makes me sad. Why is there no description? Oh, it's Jeff's wife. Oh, that's why the last name sounded familiar. That's Jeff and Jess. Jess. Combine the name F and, because F and S were the same letter effectively in old writing. Either way. All right, Cypress Fire. Do better next time. I'm gonna be that brutal. Do better. Come on. All right. Ooh, movie poster close-ups. I want to do that one. Guys, trivia night, Wednesday, Patreon. We're going to do that right there. 5-round pub quiz. I want to do that one. All right. Oh, and I am eventually going to do another one that I will set up where you guys will have to answer for actual points and whatnot. There we go. Also, hi, Laura, too. I saw you. Just didn't get a chance to say hi. Okay. Oh, yeah, Nick, didn't you say you had some stuff you wanted to debut? If you're still here. All right. Let's do... Huh? Oh, scrapbooking thing. Yeah. Okay. Look. I thought I told her. I thought I told her beforehand. Maybe not. Because she was, of course, the first person in the Patreon. Yeah, well, yeah, that's what happens. Okay, and also, you guys bailed so fast. Like, I told, like, as I was about to say, by the way, I am streaming on Friday night. Like, most of y'all left all at the same time, except for Laura, right at the end. It's like, oh, yeah. Whoops. Either way, Josh Turner guitar, and he's with his good friend Carson there. Let's see, take it easy. Yeah. Like, everyone bailed right at that second. The other favorites?
1, 2, 3.
Oh, shit. Hope this doesn't get taken down because the Eagles. I gotta keep an eye on the stream.
Well, I was running down the road trying to loosen my load. I had 7 women on my mind. 4 that wanna own me, 2 that wanna stone me, 1 says she's a friend of mine. Take it easy, take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheels drive you crazy.
I might pause a couple times just to see what happens. I'm like so wary now because the delay, I thought the delay was only like 30, 45 seconds. No, I think the delay was almost like 20 minutes. So like if this suddenly starts going, by the time we get to Matt Mitchell, then we'll know why.
Lighten up, but you still can. Don't even try to understand. Just find a place to make your stand. Take it easy. Well, I was standing on a corner in Winslow, Arizona. Such a fine sight to see. It's a girl, my lord, in a flatbed Ford, slowing down to take a look at me. Come on, baby, don't say maybe. I gotta know if your sweet love is gonna save me. We may lose and we may win, but we will never be here again. So open up, I'm climbing in, so take it easy.
Sorry. Obligatory pausing. Obligatory pausing. Beer break. Who's messaging me right now? Of course it's Sean. Who else would it be? He's been very hung up on this 100 men versus a gorilla, or 100 men versus a chimpanzee stupid thing that the internet is doing this week. I don't know why, or the last week really. He literally sent me like eight reels this morning of stupid different. It's like I don't care at all. It's so dumb. Yes, 100 men could kill a gorilla with no weapons. Just sheer numbers. It's a whole thing. Laura. It's literally like some dummy is like, could 100 men beat a gorilla? Yes. Yes. Absolutely. It might take out about 10%, assuming you don't all rush it at once and overwhelm it completely. That's why. Do what? Who invited you out to eat? What? Did I miss something? I feel like I missed a statement there somewhere. That's a little rude. A sneaky setup? That's a little rude.
Well, I was running down the road trying to loosen my load. Got a world of trouble on my mind. Looking for a lover who won't blow my cover. She's so hard to find. Take it easy. Take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheels make you crazy. But come on, baby, don't say maybe. I gotta know if your sweet love is gonna save me.
By the way, can I just add that these two young gentlemen are like totally killing this song? Just two dudes and two guitars totally killing this song. It's ridiculous. Too much freaking talent. And they look like they could be brothers, although Carson has a significantly stronger jawline. You know him. He works at location I work at. Makes it worse. Oh no! Try to hook you up with a coworker. I assume he knew, because that would suck otherwise. Sorry, I'm trying to keep one eye on the stream over here.
Got it easy. We ought to take it easy.
Hey, how's it going?
I was wondering why there was such a long outro. All right, I'm going to skip to the hey, how's it going part at the end here. It's fine. It's from a 7-year-old video. Hold on. I mean, maybe. I thought it was good. That's. Well, I mean, like, if they're doing like the old like TV show thing, where they're like, well, hey, you know Denise, and I'm kind of interested. Can you just kind of, work some magic? That's lame. It's 2025. Hit her up on Facebook. Hold on, I gotta move my butt pad. Oh, that's so much better. Oh, because like every time I get up and sit back down, it moves again. Every time I move, it just keeps dropping. It's so dumb. I want to like just staple it. It's meant to be lumbar support, and it's become tailbone support, which technically I need because I have, semi-permanent damage to my tailbone. I mean, several thousand people at location. I mean, if you have to run into them, that's a bit awkward. If you don't, well, hey, it is what it is. It'd be like me going out on an awkward first date with a coworker, even though I only work with like 90 people. Everybody would fucking know, especially if things are weird. Okay, let's see. High carbon steel music suggested to me, apparently because YouTube thinks I like country boys singing outside. I mean, it's like what is the correlation here? Country boys singing outside. There we go. But it's an excuse to listen to Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain. So let's see what happens here. It's 3 dudes doing a song that only Willie Nelson usually does. And we're definitely recording outside. So let's see here.
All right.
Nice
Ready?
hat.
Yep.
Dude in the middle's trying to look like John Rich.
In the twilight glow, I see her.
Nice voice.
Blue eyes crying in the rain.
Got wind though.
When we kissed goodbye and parted, I knew we'd never
Really?
meet again. Love is like a dying ember, only memories remain.
Nice.
Through the ages I'll remember. Blue eyes crying in the rain.
Nice little harmonies. The awkwardness of having to be directly in front of the microphone for it to pick you up.
Someday when we meet up yonder, we'll stroll hand in hand again.
I'm digging this a lot.
In the land that knows no parting, blue eyes cry in the rain.
Very nice.
That's pretty good.
That's
That
decent.
one makes me cry, Paul.
That one makes me cry.
Dorks. I will say that there's no reason for them to all be singing along, but actually pretty good. I digged it. I dig it. I'm going to subscribe. I like these kids. I say kids because everyone looks young to me at this point. All right, hold on. Let's go scope out their channel right quick. No, I don't want a For You section. I just want to see the videos. Okay. Amarillo by Morning. I mean, that's a classic. Time Marches On. Ooh, Church on Cumberland Road, Shenandoah. Very nice. All right. Young people being interested in slightly older, if not somewhat older, country music, like Merle Haggard here. Peaceful, Easy Feeling. Ooh, that's a good one. Take Two. They tried it before. They had to do it again. Okay. Some of these I don't know. I'm So Lonesome I Could Cry. Hank Williams. Nice. Nice. I like how he switches hats for the occasion. Sometimes he's got the white hat, sometimes he's got the black hat. He's doing the Garth Brooks thing. Ooh, what do we got going on here? Live at the Blue Plate Special. That's cool. I don't know. I like them. I like these kids. How old is the channel? That's what I want to know. Okay, so well, 2 years ago. Oh, there was a keyboardist at some point. There was a fourth. Now we got a bass player. What happened to the bass player? Huh? Kids? All right, so only 2 years old. Very nice, very nice. It looks like they've gotten significantly more country as time went on. Did you get a free meal? Ooh. It's Big Time Thundering. Okay. I don't know. As a perpetual bachelor for almost half my life, after having a long-term relationship and then getting back into one, I'd much rather be with someone in love than alone and tired of everything. You know, I'd rather be tired of everything with someone. You know, exactly. All right. Either way, High Carbon Steel. Good job, boys. Good job. Okay, so another new artist because we need to expand our horizons a little bit. Okay. Make sure I don't miss messages here. Okay. All right, Jeff Malefert. I have no idea what's going on here. Song is called Save My Soul. Let's see here. Welcome to Official Music Video for Save My Soul, the last extract from my debut album. Interesting. Okay, debut album. This dropped on 4/20. Okay. A little bit of a sepia tone video. Okay.
You got the stars in your eye, they're gonna save my soul.
That is not the voice I was expecting.
You got the stars in your eye.
This is not how you want to start out here, Jeff. This is not how you want to start out here on this channel. 50 fucking frames. 50. Sorry, Jeff. I'm putting your video down to 480p so I can stand to look at it. But I'm holding that against you. 50 frames per second is not a thing. Quit trying to make it a thing. Stick with 24 frames per second if you're going to do a video and shut up. 30 at most.
They're gonna save my soul. Lost in time, I swear to dancing with my mind. All
these crazy stories drown and make us blind. Everywhere is the soul shaking under the waves. Find a timing to pray. The sea of love. You got the stars in your eye. They're gonna save my soul. You got the stars in your eye.
All right, it's by the way, this is a 5-minute song. So I like the music so far. Also, now we're getting some synth coming up in the background. I don't know if you guys can hear it yet, but there's some synth cropping up. But I like the guitar work. His voice is so-so. I want to hear him do something dynamic. But from the imagery, I was thinking something folksy. This was not the sound I was thinking was going to come out of this.
They're gonna save my soul.
Nice old school wind-up camera. Best folk act
Now
winner.
it's time to move forward and fall on the ground.
Right.
Feel the wave of a soul, the warmth of the sun. There's no one really hurt, resist despite the storm.
I'm actually kind of liking it.
Find a right turning, the love to follow the road. You got the stars in your eye, they're gonna save my soul. You got the stars in your eye, they're gonna save my soul. You got the stars in your eye, they're gonna save my soul. You got the stars in your eyes, they're gonna save my soul.
Nice. Okay, so here's the funny part is that you're hearing a guitar solo, but the video you're seeing is not him playing the guitar solo until you get, I'm guessing, to this guitar. Very nice, by the way. That's cool, though. That's a cool moment right there. By the way, I don't know why, like from the get-go at the beginning of the song, I felt like Pacific Northwest. Did anybody else get that vibe, like, immediately?
You got the stars in your eye, they're gonna save my soul. You got the stars in your eye, they're gonna save
Although the jacket screams like Midwest, not Midwest, Southwest.
my soul. You got the stars in your eyes, they're gonna save my soul. You got the stars in your eyes, they're gonna save my soul.
Yeah, that's a very kind of native, like Santa Fe kind of design, in my mind. Yeah, this right here, yeah, this is very like Pacific Northwest vibe. especially like this A-frame house in the trees.
You got a stars in your eyes, they're gonna save my soul. You got a stars in your eyes, they're gonna save my soul.
So he's got like flannels, beads, kind of native stuff going on. I want to know more about him just because I'm curious about the mashup of clothing. Like this looks deserty, so that's okay. Interesting. I don't know. I want to stick around. I want to see more from him. Let's see here. Let's go. He's got 3,000 subscribers, 45,000 views. That's impressive. That's pretty impressive. Maybe. Is there no about section? That's annoying. Oh, up here. Hold on. Nomadic. Okay, indie folk artist. First album. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, let me go pop over to his videos right quick. I always appreciate a new artist. Now, that video might have been shot up there. Okay, so now there we go. Last request, Paolo Nutini. Acoustic cover. Okay, so he's got some live performances. That's interesting. Broken Trust. That's this song, Ocean Breeze. Waiting for the Sun. That looks definitely up there. This is desert. Interesting. That's in a frickin' ocean. Or a lake. Hard to tell just from it. Okay, so maybe it just gets around a lot. He's like a music travel love type dude. Once again, desert, like Scrub Plain. But then that's like woods. And that's like mountains. Whoa, hold on, that's in France. What the heck? Okay. He just gets around. It said nomad. Maybe he is literally like... Yeah, maybe he's literally doing the nomad lifestyle thing. He doesn't have it nailed down anywhere. And the song is literally called Let Me Travel. Or the album is called Let Me Travel. All right. We'll check out some more of Jeff. Yeah, because it's very like icebergy type background there. Interesting. Okay. Alrighty. So we haven't checked out anything from Pete Barber in a long time, or Bass Gang. So this could be good, or it could be not good. It's Zombie. The question is, are they doing the Cranberries, or are they doing the other cover? Okay. It says Cranberries, so yeah, they're probably going to go more with that one. Maybe they'll mash it up a little bit, because... Oh, interesting. Big Brev has a private studio. Studio Brev. Interesting. Maybe I'll do that. Learn how to sing from Big Brev. That'd be cool. All right. Okay. Not what I expected. Are we going to start with Peter? Fairly low? Oh, he's humming. Well, this is different.
Another head hangs slowly, child is slowly taken.
And the violence caused such silence. Who are we mistaken? But you see, it's not me.
I'm gonna say it. I don't think I like Peter's singing. Or his arranging. One of the two. There's one of those things I don't think I like. The multiple layers of Peter either doing the humming or the beat. There's something about it that resonates very badly in my brain. I do not like that. And I don't think there's harmonies happening here at all. It sounds very, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't even know. I'm not digging it. The music is kind of cool, although it's the beat is making my teeth hurt. That might be more of a teeth problem than an ear problem, but it feels like that. Also, the editing on this video bothers me.
In your head, in your
This is fine. I don't know if it's okay. So I can't nail down my problem with the way Peter sings. I can't. I don't know what it is. It's not just the bassy voice, because he does have a good voice. I don't know if it's his operatic training and then him trying to sing pop music. That's what it feels like. It feels like he's big mouth singing everything, like, and their tanks and their bombs. That's what it sounds like to me, and I don't know. Shut up, Laura. It's coming. Honestly, I look. I don't think I'm going to finish this. I think it is bothering me too much, but like, I kind of want to hear her sing it, because if we're going with a closer to the original, then we need a female voice to cover for Dolores. If we're going with the Bad Wolves version, Bad Wolves? I think it's Bad Wolves. Then you need the male voice, because duh. Or if you want to go back and forth and duet it, fine. But singing on top of each other when it's not, does not sound like a good harmony. Even maybe somebody else's ears, it sounds really good. Mine, not so much. The music I'm okay with. I like the beat. I like the deep humming he does, and I like the violin. But everything else I'm not digging about this. Yeah, the voices do not mesh. That's the biggest thing. It's like disharmony is the word that comes to mind. That's not a word, but that's what I'm thinking. Something harmonic. Yeah, it's like he doesn't have inflection when he sings. And I don't understand. Monotone, I guess, is kind of a way. Like, he can sing, obviously. I don't think he should do pop music. Flat out. I think that Peter should have stuck to his lane that he's super well trained in with opera and stuff like that. If he wants to do beatboxing where he doesn't have to actually utilize said voice, fine. If he wants to do humming and just background harmonies, fine. But I don't think his voice and his training works for any type of pop music. And by that, I mean non-classical trained stuff. Oh, yeah. I'm turning that off. I kind of want to hear more just from Tegan, but I also don't think her voice necessarily works with this. And also, the music is booming over their voices. Once again, that could have more to do with my sound processing than their music. It's kind of hard to know on that front, but I just can't. Yeah. It's just, I can't. He sings very monotone. He might have key, but he has no tone. Like I said, and their tanks, and their bombs, and their bombs. I just don't like. I don't like it. I don't like it. And you know what? The funny part is, I think in a very similar way, I don't like Marwan. in a very similar fashion because I feel like they're very, very similar in their training. But it's not something I get with Bobby. It's not something I get with Tommy P. Those guys can sing other styles. I think that the other guys can't without even having a language or accent barrier. It's sad. Because I think he's done a couple songs I appreciate, but I don't think he does good arrangements. I just don't. And with a song that's this big of a hit, whether it's the original one or the Bad Wolves one, massive, massive songs, don't fuck it up. And they did. Either way. I feel like it's disrespectful to not watch it, but I don't want to make myself or you suffer through a song that kind of sucks. It's my time is worth something, and I don't get paid anything to do this. So therefore, it's one thing. If I were to get paid for that reaction, like somebody said, hey, go check this out for $5, I'd go watch it, and I'd suffer through the whole thing. But this is a freebie. No. It's like, no. Now I have to clear my ears. Clear my ears with the amazing voice of Dave Muffet Music on a beach somewhere in, I don't know, Indonesia. I have no idea. I don't know where he's at now. I forgot. Okay, Dave, give me some Shania Twain to clear that out of my ears, please. I was right. Indonesia.
From this moment,
Oh, thank God.
life has begun. From this moment, you are the one.
By the way, how many weddings? How many weddings has this song been played at? Thousands? Hundreds of thousands?
Right beside you is where I belong.
Where's my video quality?
From this moment on. From this moment, I have been blessed. I live only for your happiness and for your love. I give my last breath. From this moment on, I give my hand to you with all my heart. I can't wait to live my life with you. I can't wait to start. You and I will never be apart. My dreams came true because of you.
Sorry, I was trying to find a pausing spot. It looks like he's got a little bit extra sunburn on his chest or something, or maybe it's the lighting, but like from here down, it looks pink, like very pink, and like the rest of him just seems kind of evenly exposed. Also, very nice white linen shirt. Appreciate that. Also, guys, if you'll notice, not 50 frames per second. He's learning. Right? If they had to pay royalties for every time the song was played at a wedding since the song came out in what? I don't know when it actually came out. What is that, 98, 99? I feel like it was when I was in high school. Also, the more we do this, the more I realize like the 90s were really the last generation. That was like the last real decade. Everything after that is just crap, and then we just start imitating the 90s again.
From this moment, as long as I live, I will love you. I promise you this, there is nothing that I wouldn't give from this moment on.
Also, did she duet it with somebody? Like Mark Wills or something like that? I feel like there was also a duet version that came out after the original. Am I wrong? I forgot about Brian White. Brian White was awesome. I don't know why Mark Wills was just the first name that came to my mind, but I had W right. Excuse me. Brian White was good, man. I forgot about him. Whatever happened to that guy? I feel like he did 2 albums and disappeared.
My dreams came true because
Lighthouse.
of you. From this moment.
See, that right there is why I think I appreciate this version of the song, because of the duet. Because you got the 2 different layers of Dave, but they're both doing something different. And I like that.
As long as I live, I will love you. I promise you this, there is nothing that I wouldn't give. From this moment, I will love
Really?
you. As long as I live, from this moment on.
I like that beat there. That's interesting. Almost sounds like a music box. That's cool. That's a beautiful sunset. Now, mind you, worth 400 million doesn't mean she has 400 million. She might only have like 90 million on hand, and the rest of it's all just investments and owning all her albums and probably starting a label or a clothing line. I think she had a clothing line. Did she have a magazine too? She had a bunch of stuff, I thought. Yeah, that was nice. That I needed that to clear out my ear sinuses. Ears are technically part of the sinuses, so technically correct. Either way, that's the best kind of correct. Screw you, Mortius. I'm just constantly mad at Mortius for no reason whatsoever than the fact that he wears pink and has a stupid mustache. I don't. Oh yeah, possibly. It's entirely possible. She said it was getting bad. Okay. Well, hopefully she makes it back. Come back, Denise. Come back. We have to go back. Either way, that was fantastic from Dave. I feel like we missed some stuff from Dave. Let me go look. Yeah. She did write a lot as well, so that's entirely possible. Also, I don't know what kind of money she would have got from her divorce from Mutt Lange way back in the day. He was a producer. Okay, so we did skip a couple things from Dave. Though, now I feel like we need to do a Brian White night on the Patreon just to get reacquainted. Somebody write that down. Actually, the funny part is most people couldn't spend $1 million in a week if they tried. Like, without investing, most people literally could not spend $1 million. It's not possible. It's like, what? It's like, yes, you could go buy like $1 million mansion, but like that's just the one thing, and that's it. You're done. But then again, you're not done because you're gonna end up spending so much more money. But like just buying like normal stuff, you couldn't spend $1 million effectively. You could try like hell, but it'd be very hard. Okay. All right. That was a good one. Actually, you never know. Maybe she did. Maybe you do have to pay rights to every one of those weddings. Good for Shania, though. All right. Speaking of Southern weddings. All right. Let's go over here. How to fake being Southern. Yeah, well, that's Canada for you. Can't wait to see. Nope, not getting into politics right now. I'm too tired. I'm too tired to debate ridiculous Canadian policies right now. All right. Either way, I hope Alberta becomes a state. That'd be great for them. Either way, in BC, might as well take BC while we're at it. All right. Let's see here. How to fake being Southern. Let's go, Matt.
Now, I've spent a good bit of time here on the internet explaining to y'all how things work down here in the South, and I've had quite a few transplants tell me that information has been pretty helpful. But it got me thinking, what if you find yourself in a situation where you need to fake being Southern today? Well, good luck, buddy. No, but actually there are probably a few things that you need to know that will give you a fighting chance. For example, step 1, mastering the Southern accent. Now this one is definitely the hardest one. You know what? We'll just come back to this one. Appetite. Now, you may have heard that statistically speaking, we are some biggins, but we didn't get that way by just sitting around. No, we sat around and ate.
Yeah.
Now, undoubtedly at some point, a Southerner is going to invite you into their home to feed you food that they have cooked, and you better eat every single bite. I mean, clean that plate, leave no crumb behind. And if by chance you can't do that, well, then you better get sneaky like a wet fart and take that plate and discreetly go to the trash can and do the old scoop and stash method. You know what I'm talking about. Flip that plate upside down and then mash it in the trash can. Act like you're doing everybody a favor by compacting the trash. But if they're not using paper plates and the fine china has come out, you're in too deep. Nothing I can do to help you.
Yeah, you gotta clean that plate.
Religion is a
is loud.
pretty big deal around here. And you've probably noticed a church on every corner down here in the Bible Belt.
Yep.
And that's because we repackage Christianity like Garth Brooks does his best of CDs. So it would be impossible for me to go over every single denomination down here with you. But I can tell you that a lot of the main ones are a lot like Walmarts. Baptist churches are like Walmarts in dry counties, and that could be any size. The small ones all the way up to the supersized ones that have a coffee shop inside. Then there's Pentecostal.
I hate when he's 100% spot on. I gotta back up just a hair, sorry.
That a lot of the main ones are a lot like Walmarts. Baptist churches are like Walmarts in dry counties, and that could
By the way, I mean, I was raised here in Texas amongst Southern people. I'm from here. I was born here. I was raised here. I say Baptist because there's a P and a T in it. I've noticed increasingly that more people pronounce it as though there's a D in it and not a P and a T. Baptist. Actually, it's B-A-B-D-T or D-I-S-T. Baptist. No, that's there are letters there. Those are significantly harder consonants than you are currently using.
be any size. The small ones all the way up to the supersized ones that have a coffee shop inside. Then there's Pentecostal churches, and there are so many different levels to Pentecostal churches, but just know that it can range anywhere from walking into a Walmart where the music's really loud and you start to feel it, you know, and you start moving and grooving a little bit, all the way up to you walk into a Walmart in another country and you pull the fire alarm. Now, if you've ever been to Walmart in the morning when they cut the music off for a couple hours, that's essentially a Church of Christ. Methodists are like if Walmart broke off from another Walmart and then started to call itself Sam's Club. I really don't know how deep this metaphor goes, and one of them may be requiring membership cards now. I don't know. Just the rest of us just let Methodists be their own thing. Non-denominational churches are getting pretty popular down here, and I've noticed with quite a few of them that they are run like a Murphy's Express. You know, the little gas station at the front of the parking lot? Yeah, they've always got one person right in the center of it, pretty much running everything. Then you've got your Episcopalians, your Lutherans, your Presbyterians, and they're like the Walmarts that are in the really nice rich neighborhoods where they try to hide the Walmart with a bunch of trees. They don't want to be associated with the rest of us, for good reason. Now the dress code in the South is incredibly complicated and ever-changing, but also at the same time, it's incredibly simple.
Bleachers upside down?
That's because the South only has two categories of dress: regular clothes and church clothes. The tricky part is knowing when to wear what. Going to a gender reveal out back, you wear your regular clothes. Going to a gender reveal at the Outback Steakhouse, that's church clothes. Wedding at a church, obviously church clothes. Wedding at a barn, that's gonna be regular clothes. Wedding in a church built next to a barn that is specifically for weddings.
Isn't that video? Isn't that barn venue that they use in like every music video? It certainly looks like it. Sorry, I gotta back up a little bit.
Wedding at a barn, that's gonna be regular clothes. Wedding in a church built next to a barn that is specifically for weddings, that's, you should wear comfortable shoes. There's gonna be a lot of drinking and dancing, probably. College football games, it's gonna be your church clothes. Church softball games, gonna be a lot of drinking and dancing at that one too, just don't go. Also know that this list will slowly change as you age. The older you get, the more events become church clothes. Like there are little old ladies right now at the grocery store that put on their best hair and makeup just to go buy some bread. And if you're really never sure, luckily the bar for church clothes in the rural South for men is extremely low. All you need is one of these Columbia fishing shirts. I mean, this works as church clothes or casual. It doesn't matter. You'll never be overdressed or underdressed for any occasion. And if you start to sweat about it, don't worry.
There's vents.
They're vented. No fishing required. Anybody can buy one. They make them in black too for funerals. Now,
I hate when he's right. I hate when he's right. So he is Southern, so it's like he's just attacking other Southern people. It's like, what the hell? Oh, yes, my pastor has absolutely worn, maybe not Columbia, but it's absolutely a fishing shirt to preach.
conversating is actually pretty easy down here because it don't take a whole lot to get us rambling. But should you need help to get that ball rolling, just know that there are 3 things that every Southerner is prepared to talk about at any moment.
Weather.
The first is weather. Now ours is usually trying to kill us, so there's a lot to talk about there. It's almost like therapy. The second thing is Dollar General.
No.
Just go ahead and ask the Southerner what they think about the new Dollar General that they're building across the street from them. Okay? That may not be true, but it also might be. We just don't know with those dang things. And the third thing
I'd literally
is
thought barbecue.
Just
Damn
ask
it.
a Southerner where their favorite
Damn it,
barbecue
I'm a
is.
Southerner.
In literally any city, and they by law have to tell you their opinion. I mean, we're like
Yeah,
walking
it's
Yelp
true.
reviews. We've even
It's
got
true.
pictures if you want to see it.
Yep,
Actually, I've got a
we
great
do.
one here. Some barbecue nachos I got in Georgia that were massive.
That sounds
Here, let me show
awesome,
you.
actually.
Now, when it comes to manners, you're going to have to go all in. I mean, say all the please and thank yous, hold all the doors open, tell everybody that their baby's the cutest one you've ever seen, even though
No.
it definitely ain't.
No.
And be prepared to say yes, ma'am, or sir to everyone.
Everyone.
Regardless of
yes.
age. I once said yes, ma'am to an 8-year-old just because she scared me. It's actually going to be way easier if I tell you the places in the South where manners
I mean, realistically, yeah, just take normal manners and elevate it. Realistically, that is how you be Southern. Yep.
ain't expected of you. Like the Costco parking lot, Waffle House, specifically between 1 a.m. and 4 a.m., the school pickup line, whenever your team is playing LSU, any grocery store the day before snowfall, and of course, Atlanta. Now, admittedly, I would love to see manners at all of those places, but just be aware that you ain't gonna stick out because there's always somebody there that forgot how their mama raised them. And those are the Southerners that you don't ever want to make mad.
No.
In the unfortunate case that happens, you should be aware of the Southern scale of anger. Did you know that there's a scale to Southern anger? If a Southerner calls you sweetie instead of sweetie, then they've locked on to you. It's all about the tone.
Sweetie.
Now, if they hit you with a, well, bless your heart, that means that there is still time to put some distance between you and that angry Southerner.
Yep.
But every word they add to that phrase is less time that you have to get away. So
Yep.
if they hit you with a, well, bless your tiny little precious heart, and you're still standing there, buddy, just hold on, because that horse has already left the barn.
Yeah,
The
more
next phase is
adjectives.
the come apart, and you're gonna know that you're at it because the Southerner will loudly declare that they are fixing to have a come apart. And they will. The best thing you can do at this point now is talk them down to a pitch.
Okay, I'm not Southern in this regard. I've never heard of the term having a come apart. Is this like crashing out, which is suddenly a new term that the internet has determined for people throwing a fit about things? Crashing out. I hate modern terms for old things that have been around forever, and it's so stupid. I'm fixing to have it come apart. Never heard that, actually. And yes, Denise is here but not here at the same time. Weather's supposed to be bad till, well, another hour. She's being cautious.
In a hissy fit. And your final warning is silence. That stare right there. This is your last warning. Now, if you're still standing there at that point, I would suggest you get right with Jesus. But even he may not be able to
Pick a
save you.
church. Pick one
And
of
of
the
course,
churches.
that takes us back to mastering the Southern accent.
There's
and I'm
no
going
way
to
to
be
master
brutally
it.
honest with y'all. I thought I would have scared you off by now. I don't know why you're still here. Listen, unless you are a trained British actor, you have no chance of fooling us with your
Very
accent. So,
true.
don't even
Very
try.
true.
Honestly, it's offensive.
Daniel Craig's Southern accent is ridiculous in the Knives Out series. New Knives Out movie coming sometime soon. Jeremy Renner confirmed that on Joe Rogan. It was shot in Italy. Another one filmed overseas. Either way. But no, who else? The guy who played Rick Grimes. Pretty decent Southern actor for a although he might be Australian, but I thought he was British or Welsh.
So under no circumstances should you ever say these things.
Man, it's so nice and warm outside. Are you sure that it's gonna storm later today? Why does that salad bar have chocolate pudding? It's just on the other side of Atlanta. It should take you more than 30 minutes to get there. Is the Cajun spicy? No, I don't think dogs are supposed to eat that. Is this Bull Peanut stand licensed by the health department?
So really, the best advice that I could give you is to just tell everybody that you're a Baptist, stuff your mouth with food, and shut up.
Yeah.
That's how most of us have survived.
So one of the hardest parts about a Southern accent, depending on where you're from, is whether or not you acknowledge the existence of I's behind O's. Like he just said bold peanuts. Not boiled peanuts, bold peanuts. Just it's one of those things. Go watch that guy on shit. What was that? Wired? It was on Wired many years ago where he broke down different accents.
Down here for decades.
Either way, like I can pull out a Southern accent. I don't do it very often, but I also don't have a consistent Southern accent. It usually rolls into something else. It's one of those things. Yep. All right, here we go. Yeah, Daniel Craig as oh shit, what is his name? What is the character's name? British. Yep, that's right. Yeah, I do the same thing. I will parrot people's accents without even meaning to, and it hasn't gotten me in trouble, but people haven't noticed that I do it, or I'll do it so well that they don't even realize I'm doing it. Like, I had a British friend, and I answered the phone knowing it was him calling, and I spoke to him in a British accent the whole time while on the phone, and it did not register with him that I was speaking in a different accent. That's why it was funny. It was just like, he didn't even, it's like, did you not realize I was talking to you in an accent the whole time? He's like, no. No. He was from Liverpool, so I don't remember what his stupid accent was. I mean, okay. All right, guys. So, new Brandon Lake. However, I know this is a Vivo video, which means I have to, unfortunately, put up the copyright thing, and I'll probably be pausing a couple times. We'll see what happens. But I've been excited for this song since I first heard the teaser, and cannot wait. So this is Brandon Lake, Daddy's DNA. Love this lakeside with the kiddos.
I thought the world had something special I was missing. My daddy told me not to chase it, didn't listen. I fell down hill a mile a minute. Before I knew it, I was living in a pigsty, a long, long way from home. I went running like a rebel, racked up debts I couldn't pay. I went dancing with the devil, one foot in the grave. How the heaven did I get here when it threw it all away? All I've given you was trouble, all you've given me was grace.
Damn, that's a good. So, sorry. The teaser that he posted with Jelly Roll was just the chorus, effectively, or at least that last little bit of the first verse and the chorus. And it's like, yeah, that's gonna be freaking #1 all over the place. Use y'all's more. Y'all is a proper word, and you need to stop pretending it isn't. Denise making comments from Instagram. She doesn't have an accent either. You have you don't have a Southern accent. You've got a different accent. I don't know what it is, Denise, but like you do have some type of there's something. There's something going on there.
And the freedom I was chasing felt like prison. Lord, I've done so many things, wish I didn't. After all the risky business, could I ever be forgiven? I'm afraid to even ask to come back home. 'Cause I went running like a rebel, racked up debts I couldn't pay. I went dancing with the devil, one foot in the grave. And how the heaven did I get here, when and threw it all away? When all I've given you is trouble, all you've given me is grace. Giving me is grace.
You know what's funny is he's like a combination of Post Malone and Chris Stapleton. It's like he really is. It's kind of funny. And like I'm still very new. Like you guys introduced me to Brandon Lake, or almost specifically Trisha did. But like the fact that he is like blowing up so big and doing all these crossover songs, especially with like somebody like Jelly Rollers, Brandon Lake. Sings Hard Fought Hallelujah. By the way, I've never seen him with his hair down. I've only ever seen him have it pulled back or in the man bun. But I've never seen him with his hair down and wearing the cowboy hat. I've only ever seen the other side, like personality wise. That's how new I am to him. I didn't even know he had long, like wavy hair.
When I sobered up, came back to my senses, I was too far gone to make up all the distance. I gambled all that I'd been given. I was broke, alone, and wishing that I could turn around and go back home. When I heard the sound, footsteps down the road, and you came running like a rebel, paid off debts I couldn't pay. And you went dancing with the devil, sent that liar to his grave. How the heaven did I get here, where every sin has been erased? All I've given you is trouble, and all you've given me is grace. There was something in the marrow, always coursing through my veins, but buried deeper than the rubble is my daddy's DNA.
Nice. Sorry, scrolling to the comments here. Sorry, had to listen to this song 3 times to get the true gist of it. First time I was looking at the video, kids playing in the background. Second time, turn off the video, just listen to the lyrics, which you can just go watch the lyric video. Actually, I think the lyric video is the same video, but with the lyrics on the screen. Third time, saw myself in the song. Nice, nice. A worship pastor? Yeah. Yeah, obviously, definitely all like Christian songs with a country feel. Yeah, this is definitely a very much a Christian song. I mean, you can make it just a straight up country song, obviously, but I don't think that's the point. 2-time Grammy winner? No. Award-winning artist. I think the other thing said 2-time. Could be wrong. Yeah, so like, yeah. Yeah, because we watched That's Who I Praise. That's definitely a Christian song. I think we watched something from him like a long time ago. I couldn't tell you what it is. Maybe I'll scroll back far enough. Yeah, Count 'Em. Okay, so that's the first time we watched anything from Brandon Lake. That was a good one. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's all Christian music. So, I mean, obviously we're not against that here, but now it seems like more Christian country. And then you've got all these other artists who are like changing their vibe like a lot. Like obviously him and Jelly Roll doing Hard Fought Hallelujah. So, and now they're friends. Yay. Oh, that was a damn good song. Yeah, okay, so it's the same video, but with the lyrics on the screen. Okay, that makes sense. Because originally I was going to watch the lyric one, and then I picked this one instead, but it's fine. It's fine. The music video is nice and touching, especially with the kids and whatnot. You know, basically passing things on to the next generation. But yeah, it's very touching, even in a normal like life sense, even without the God aspect of it. You know, it's like all I gave you was trouble. You know, paying off my debts that I couldn't pay, that kind of stuff. I mean, that literally happened in my life with my parents. So it is what it is. Okay. Breather. Great song. Go watch it a million times. I forgot to see how many views it had. Dang it. Oh well. Hold on. Let me repop that up and hold on. I'll go back to it. 222,000 in 3 days. Okay. Significantly less over here on Sheridan Brass. Also, once again, I don't remember how we got a hold of Sheridan Brass. He's in my subscription feed, so we clearly subscribed to him at some point. But we got a song called Stuck on You, and I don't know if this is a cover or not. It might just be original thing. We filmed this video, play so much. Okay. Okay, we'll see. Let's go. Wait, what? Bless when Emmanuel 44, 55. Okay. That's the person who's in the song. Got it. Okay. Is it the name of the person? They're in India. What the? Okay, so another travel musician. Got it.
I'm stuck on you. I got this feeling down deep in my soul that I just can't lose. Guess I'm on my way.
No, it's this song. Not that one, it's this one.
I needed a friend, and the way I feel now, I guess I'll be with you till the end.
Okay, now I know why we
Guess I'm
subscribed.
on my way.
I just don't remember what we subscribed
I'm
from.
mighty glad you stayed.
Wait, did he do something with Music Travel Love? Is that what it was? It's like, I have a feeling he did a thing with Music Travel Love, and that's how we got him. Denise would know. If only she were here.
I'm stuck on you. I've been a fool too long. I guess it's time for me to come on home. Guess I'm on my way. So hard to see that a woman like you could wait around for a man like me. Guess I'm on
Okay, Lionel Richie, yeah.
my way.
Yes.
Oh, I'm leaving on that midnight train tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I know just where I'm going.
Which, by the way, I thought it was the one from... What is the name of the freaking group Jennifer Nettles was in? Or the band, really. It wasn't a group. It was like her and the dude. What was the name of that group? Because it has been slipping my mind for weeks now, ever since I watched her on the new Kevin Bacon show. I cannot think of the name of that group. There we go. We got power. Good. Yeah, what was the name of that group that I assume she's still with, but I just don't know the name of that group, and it's annoying me. It's like, okay. By the way, we lost power for like a few seconds last night while I was on the toilet. That's always fun. Sugarland, thank you. Oh, should have remembered that. That's literally a city nearby.
I've packed up my troubles and I've thrown them all away.
Yeah, right?
'Cause this time, little darling,
he's doing a good job.
I'm coming home to stay. And I'm stuck on you. I've got this feeling down deep in my soul that I just can't lose. Guess I'm on my way.
Also, I love the corduroy shirt.
I needed a friend, and the way I feel now, I guess I'll be with you till the end.
Get up in there, camera
Guess
guy.
I'm on my way. I'm mighty glad you stayed.
You know, I've never shot a music video, but I'm sure it would be awkward as hell.
I'm mighty glad you stayed.
Maybe before Jordan takes his break, maybe we should do a music video. Okay. Like I said, now I know why we subscribed to him. I just don't remember who the hell he is. Like I said, he had to have been with like Music Travel Love or something, because I mean, he's literally traveling the world singing. He's only got 5 freaking videos. How? I don't know why. Yeah. Literally 8 years ago, 6 months ago, 6 months ago. Where's the rest of it, my friend? Maybe that's why it was like a big deal. It's like, oh yeah, he doesn't put out his own music. Did he have a lot of shorts? Is that what it was? No, not even. Weird. Yeah, it had to have been. That was really, really good. And yeah, Music Travel Love right there. Which song was it? Let It Be. That's right. That was good. I just want to hear it a little.
When I find myself in
That's right.
times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom.
There we go. Yeah, that was enough to sell us on the dude. Yep, there we go. Nice. Nice fat beardy guy. Can sing good. Feels like he probably would have been on a competition show too, right? He feels like an American Idol type. They probably would have made it like 2 or 3 rounds and then just not quite get all the way. Nope, literally right there. Just showed it. I know there's a delay, but there you go. It's like it was like as soon as it said he was in India, I'm like, oh, he must have been with Music Travel Love. There we go. It's been a minute. I mean, like, assuming, because even the last video he put out was freaking 4 months ago. 4 months ago, he finally did something. So, I mean, that might be how long ago it was. That was a good one. I remember that one. All right. Shifting gears, because we don't even know what gear we're going into, because it's Melodica Bros. They just do weird shit. I mean, this is not part of Dave's rock opera. This is just a standard cover with the Bros, as it were. So Ghost, Lacrima, dark synth cyberpunk version. So it's got 7 thumbs downs and 1,000 thumbs up. Hold on. Hold on. We wish to inform you that electronic synthwave vibes are back on our channel. Enjoy our cyberpunk cover of Lacrima by Ghost. I feel like I need to actually listen to Ghost a little bit, like the actual songs, because like I feel like I've never heard an actual Ghost song, just them covering one. Okay. Let's go. Yep, dark synth. Yep. Oh, yep, we got the light of glasses. Look, I know it's weird, but based in Dubai. Why? I don't know. I assume you're talking about the last guy. Because he can afford to? I don't know. Maybe he's an oil tycoon. Who knows? Look, there's a weird part of my brain that grew up on not necessarily full on cyberpunk stuff, but like synth music, a little bit of EDM, techno stuff when that first came to the forefront. So it tickles fun parts of my like high school brain that's like buried back in there. And I've still never heard the original version of the song, so I don't know what any of it is. But melodically, it sounds like something I might have heard in passing, so I'm not sure. One of these days, we'll have to do like a Ghost deep dive as well. Maybe make a list of stuff to do on the Patreon. Maybe that would be a good plan. You know, actually like plan ahead to do things instead of just figure out and have random ass conversations about crucifixion. Oh yeah, I need to edit that to put out tomorrow.
Sleeping down the cracks, getting worse by the hour. The virus attacks. Everybody knows.
I like the chorus.
Everywhere I go, I can never run and I cannot hide. I'm done crying over someone like you. I'm done crying. Hope you're feeling it too.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Build up. Ooh. Breakdown. I like this beat. I want that as a ringtone. Whoop.
Someone like you.
Ethereal section.
I'm done crying. I'm done. I'm done.
Hello guys.
Hello.
Thank you so much for watching
You're
up
welcome.
until this point. You're a very special person if you did. And if you want to
I'm
be
special.
even more special, you can join our Patreon.
I want to be
where
more
you
special.
can see exclusive content and join an incredible
I
community.
can't.
Also, we're on Spotify.
Dave,
So you
stop
can listen
staring at the
to
fucking
all our
camera.
covers there. And yeah, see you very, very soon. Bye, guys.
I love how weird they are. And I really do. I really do love how weird they are. Guys, I need more patrons so I can afford to sign up for their Patreon. I need 3 more patrons and I can sign up for their Patreon. You think I'm lying? It's like I'm at the point where I had to actually I had to unsubscribe from another Patreon because I lost so many that unfortunately that you know, it's like now I'm below my cost of paying for another Patreon. So I'm like, nope, I gotta get out of that one. But I want to join theirs because like that's where like all the stuff happens. You get the full story. You get the written story behind the whole rock opera. You get it early. You get to see behind the scenes. Kind of want to see that stuff. 3 more patrons. 3. Go sign up for the Patreon. Should be a link down below. Either way, I enjoyed that. It was very weird. But like I said, it's like they're getting me interested in Ghost by doing completely random versions of Ghost songs. Now, Ghost has a whole vibe, like with the whole dark ministry and like a dark pope situation. So we already have a pope. He just happens to be the lead singer of Ghost. And apparently he changes, I didn't even know this, I found out this last weekend. So he dresses as kind of an inverted pope, not necessarily satanic, but you know, he's got the full robes and everything, and then like face paint. And apparently every album, I guess, technically speaking, when they go on tour, the first performance, he comes out in the original outfit or the previous outfit, and then he gets killed on stage and then comes back resurrected in the new outfit. I mean, it's a whole showy thing. I mean, that is still a whole thing in metal music, I guess. So either way, he's got a new purple and white outfit that I've seen. Very ornate. I don't know anything about Ghost other than that, but I'm liking their music as other people do versions of it. So I guess one of these days I'll actually have to go check it out. All right. Now, speaking of covers, since that's pretty much all we do around here is mostly covers. Some originals. Oh, what do we got? We got comment section here. What does this say? Okay. Sorry. Oh, apparently Trisha sent me a message before. What did Trisha say? Hold on. Guys, just in case you're wondering, if I don't reply to your message, it's because I probably didn't see it. Oh, Trisha said I wasn't streaming a long time ago. Yes, Trisha, I'm not. Clearly I said I wasn't streaming and then fixed it. Let's see here. All the cats are on the couch with me, Harry, stretch out on a Coke Zero box on the couch. Why is Coke Zero box on the couch, Christine? Jolie is curled on a paper plate, and Pooh is sleeping against my leg. Yep. Well, you must be the warmest thing in the room, apparently. Or your laptop is, or whatever it is you're watching on TV. I think you watch on TV. I don't remember. I can't keep track of all of your visual things. It's fine. Okay, either way, back to what I was saying about stuff. All right, so first 211 covering probably my favorite Slipknot song, Snuff. We have watched it before a long time ago. And it is a really strange, like very strange music video, but it kind of makes sense. And it's a song written by Corey Taylor after the death of one of their bandmates. It was like a whole situation. So I'm going to feel a way about it if our good friends here at Verse 211 fuck it up. It's an acoustic version, which I've heard the acoustic version live of Corey Taylor in London singing it, and he had to have the audience sing along because he got a bit emotional in part of it. I don't think I've ever heard a female sing it. I've definitely heard male voices covered, never female. This would be interesting. Also looks like she's at a campfire. I was right. Well, guitar's on point. I'm turning this up, by the way.
Bury all your secrets in my skin. Come away with innocence and leave me with my sins. The air around me still feels like a cage. Love's just a camouflage for what resembles rage again.
Also appreciate that she's singing down low. I know with her voice it comes across kind of nasally. I will say the background ooze probably could have just been a little bit more like stretched out and like a little bit more of like a big hall echo kind of in a way. It kind of ended very abruptly. I would like to hear that just more stretched out. Also, what is the drummer going to do? It's like they're going full acoustic unless he's sitting on a cajon, which is possible. Can't tell, but because it's dark. But there's not exactly, if they're doing acoustic cover of this like Corey did, it was just him and a guitar. No rhythm section.
So if you love me, let me go. And run away before I know. My heart is just too dark to care. I can't destroy what isn't there. Deliver me into my
Like that.
I suppress your letters to my lips and cherish them in parts of me that savor every kiss. I couldn't face a life without your light, but all of that was ripped apart when you refused to bite. So save your breath, I will not hear.
Okay. So that's the hard part of the song. Sorry, choking on emotions. That's the hard part of the song because you have to. I know it'll come up again a little bit later. Like, you got to like punch those words because that is like pure raw anger. Like, really, like, hit that.
Without your light, but all of that was ripped apart when you refused to bite. So save your breath, I will not hear. I think I made it very clear. You couldn't hate enough to love. Is that supposed to be enough?
I was right. He's sitting on a cajon. Either way.
I only wish you weren't my friend. Then I could hurt you in the end. I never claimed to be a saint. My own was banished long ago. It took the depth of hope to let you go. So break yourself against my stones and spit your pity in my soul. You never needed any help. You sold me out to save yourself, and I won't listen to your shame. You ran away, you're all the same. Angels let it keep control. My love was punished long ago. If you still care, don't ever let me know. If you still care, don't ever let me know.
Okay. First of all, no, and that's the wrong word because that's cajoles, which is, I think, a type of laughing. Cajones is the thing you're referring to. A cajon is basically sitting on a bass drum that is made of wood and is in a box formation with a hole either at the back or at the bottom, depending on the design. Sometimes they have other attachments, but it is basically for drumming when you can't have a drum set present. Okay, so here's the thing that probably difficult for other people singing the song to get like the proper combination of anger and sorrow, like just pure rage and sorrow of the death of a person, but you're so pissed off at them for what they did at the same time. And because like Audra mostly does clean vocals, like he doesn't scream really, but he does kind of yell to a degree, and like she's still being pretty reserved in the way she's singing it. Now live would probably be a different story, but at least in the studio when they're doing that. But yes, men do sit on their balls. It happens. It's unpleasant. No. The cajon is a wooden box that you sit on and you drum your hands against. It has a hole, usually at the bottom, sometimes in the back, to let the sound out. The boom, boom, boom sound. Much like a bass drum. It's very similar to basically sitting on a bass drum, but depending on where you play around it, you get a different drumming sound. Higher pitch, lower pitch, blah, 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 blah. So you can technically play a one-man drum situation. I feel like people know this, and you just didn't know it was called a cajon. Actually, my pastor, my secondary pastor who plays one in our church band, just got a new one. I'll say the band is killing the music though. But yeah, she just didn't have the like righteous, like the super righteous indignation and sorrow that goes into that song. Kind of hard to do when you're not the person who went through it. However, that's the one major criticism I kind of have with Audra is like, if you're going to do super heavy songs, and I mean like in this case, heavy as in the tone, not metal wise, you really have to get it there. Like there's the original one right here. We've, like I said, we've watched it here. Go watch other people react to it. Hear the actual song. If you, because God knows where it's buried in the history of this one, but or this channel. But yeah, that's what I would say. Is like, yes, that's why we always have to. We gotta shift a little bit. You know, gotta shake a leg sometimes when you stand up. That situation. Yeah. Like, you know, some of us have problems with bike seats. You know, it's a thing. Either way. All right. Either way. Okay. So let me be clear. At least that was a good cover. My criticism is only that the lack of emotion in it. It's like, if not emotionless, technically, just not. Didn't have the punch of the actual feelings in the song. That's the only thing that was lacking. I'm glad John's here to back me up. It's mostly a roast beef fest around here. Okay, either way. Okay, let's see here. All right, wrapping up tonight with, I would not have expected Tommy doing Bridge Over Troubled Water, but here we are. Oh, and he's got his ember effect. Okay. All right, so either way, he's going to try a 1 octave challenge. Let's see here. No extra description. All the lyrics. That's good. Thank you. Okay. Let's see what Tommy does here. Ah, okay. Tommy J, lead singer and guitarist in Majestica. Is there not going to be a video? Is it just him singing it? I guess so. Interesting. Okay. We still have to. That's good. When you're weird. Oh, okay. Sorry. I don't know why. That was a weird intro, I thought. I was like, why is he doing an intro like this? Okay. When you're weary, feeling small, when tears are in your eyes, I will dry them all. I'm on your side when times get rough and friends just can't be found, like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down. When you're down and out, when you're on the street, when evening falls so hard, I will comfort you. I'll take your part when darkness comes. By the way, I assume that a 1 octave challenge means he has to stay in a singular octave, right? So he's not going to be doing it as like really high pitch screeching. That's funny. Higher or lower, the bridge doesn't matter. That's funny. Sounds like he's stretching that. Sounded like it broke at the end. Okay, so maybe I'm wrong about the 1 octave challenge. Does he have to start at the bottom and like keep going up? Like what is the point? Yeah, it sounds like, yeah, I was just thinking that. It sounds like he's going up an octave every time. Wouldn't it be plus 1 octave? I mean, an explanation would have been fun. Well, yeah, obviously now he's like way up here. Also, I like how that just sounded like the Back to the Future soundtrack there at the end. Yeah, what was the point of a 1 octave challenge? I'm very confused now. Because it doesn't tell me. Mix mastered, yeah. Tommy did all the things. Except for that one thing right there. Bass. Okay. I love how some of these comments are just completely random. Like people just like venting a little bit. It's like I'm just gonna type out what I'm feeling at this exact moment. Yeah. Interesting. Considering of Simon and Garfunkel, like they weren't gonna hit those notes. Let's see here. Yeah, I assumed that every section he went up an octave because it's the only thing that makes sense because it just kept getting higher and higher. Interesting. Okay. In the middle of 200,000 plus. That's crazy. Hold on. 1 octave challenge. Okay, so he did You Raise Me Up before. Oh, okay. So it's 1 octave higher than the original. Okay. But that seemed like significantly higher than that. Am I wrong? Because this guy's doing Symphony of Sweden did it. Wait, Symphony of Sweden has accepted the 1 octave challenge if You Raise Me Up. Oh. Wait. Does somebody else sing it and then you have to bump it up a notch? Is that what it is? Someone else has to take it up a notch from there? Hold on. Before we go, let's click on this.
When I am down and all my soul's away.
Okay, this is You Raise Me Up, though. Okay. Yeah, it's what it sounds like. It's like they did it in one octave, and the next person has to do it an octave higher. Yeah, it's chain things. Yeah, okay. That's insane. Like, so who got to start it out nice and low and then just blow it out of the freaking water? Either way. All right, guys. So that's it for this stream. I did start a little bit early in hopes that I would finish a little early, and well, we're barely breaking that. It's like we're just normal amount of time because it is what it is. All right, guys. So that was fun. Yeah, sorry. This was kind of a surprise stream by the fact that I lied and said I wasn't going to be here tonight. And then I realized I'm an idiot and can't read calendars. So tomorrow I will be at my friend Jordan's performance as Elvis, which seemingly is his last performance for like half the year, unless we find him some gigs sometime very quickly, or else he won't be doing anything until like October, which is crazy to think of. However, he did want to eventually do another request stream here. We'll see how that works out, because I don't know how much money he's going to need at the moment, but we'll see. Excuse me. Burping coming up here. But this was good. This is a really good night, except for the one song that we shall never talk about ever again. Either way. So, guys, I hope you have a good weekend. I just found out today that I have another vacation coming up here in a couple weeks, so I'm going to see what I'm going to do with that. Probably not much, realistically. I never really take my vacations. But, guys, once again, I want to make sure that you know about the Now You Made It Awkward podcast. Today went out an episode early, technically speaking. I bumped episode 141 over episode 140 because it's an important topic that needed to come out. But if you want the very specific topic we talked about, it will be dropping tomorrow as a clip, a hour-long clip, technically speaking, on the channel. So go over to the Now You Made It Awkward podcast. It is about a crazy set of circumstances where a Buffalo PD SVU detective literally blew the whistle on Buffalo public school system, covering up horrible things happening to children, lying to parents, ignoring subpoenas, basically getting in the way of cops investigating what the heck happened to kids. So if you're interested in that, by all means, go check out Now You Made It Awkward podcast. And of course, if you want the full uncut video version of that podcast, you can get it on the Patreon. Though now I realize we're going to be without an episode for a week. It is what it is. Had to do a rush job. Whatever. But also, next week will be another trivia night on the Patreon. That's open to all levels of the Patreon. So if you're here and you're in the freebie level or just the basic level, by all means, trivia night. So I'll see you guys then. What? What are you talking about? Either way, say hi to Jordan. Will do. All right, guys. I'll see y'all later. Remember, as always, it doesn't have to make sense. It just has to be loud. I can't do that in an octave higher. It has to be loud. Sounds weird. Bye, guys.